Now with them expanding into Boston with many more potential customers, now it becomes a consumer threat potentially. At the same time, let's take a closer look at New York. We don't really know exactly how many subscribers they have here. They've only been out for about a year or so. Some people estimate less than 10,000 subscribers. But the thing is, the more markets they open in, the more consumers will start paying for it, will adopt it, and it becomes a consumer threat. It's not just CBS and Fox and these guys. It's also cable. That kind of treads on cable's turf more and more.
And maybe I should back up and explain the business just really simple, or at least the service really simply, which is it basically lets people watch broadcast TV on their mobile devices, iPads and phones and so on.
Right. And the point of contention, though, is that, when you watch CBS, chances are you're watching it through your cable provider. You're technically paying for that signal. Cable pays CBS some money to get that signal. Aereo, however, doesn't. So CBS and Fox and the other broadcasters are basically saying, you have to pay us if you're going to do that. Aereo says, no, we're within our legal rights to do so, and they've been winning the courts so far, and that's why they're continuing on with their market expansion.
And the workaround for them is that the broadcasters are required to broadcast.
They are required to broadcast. I mean, they've got free use of the airways for, decades and decades. In return, that they've had to sort of provide some, local programming, news programming, things like that. The thing of it is, though, is that most people who watch network news and network content, they're watching it through their cable or their satellite provider. So, Fox said a few weeks ago, look, if this continues, we're just going to yank our signal from the airwaves and just start selling it on cable directly. That way, Aereo can't pick it up anymore.
Talk to me about those numbers. How many people watch broadcast TV on broadcast? Is there any notion of what the true percentage is?
Well, it's about 12% of U.S. television households. So there are about 114 million U.S. television households in the U.S., according to Nielsen. About 14 million of those households are just watching over the air, free TV. So, and that's sort of shrinking probably as well. There are fewer and fewer people who are just putting up rabbit ears and just watching like we used to. Either that, or they're doing some form of that with like Netflix, maybe Aereo, maybe Hulu. Amazon also has streaming television now. So there are a lot more players in the market, and the more that companies like Aereo sort of tread into territories, the more that actually hurts cable and satellite, and that will also ultimately affect the broadcasters.